Good morning. Good morning. Whew. I need everybody to breathe in, breathe out, breathe in and out. Ooh, one more time. Breathe in and out. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. It is Friday. It's the 4th of July. There's a lot of feelings. I have all the feelings. There's a lot going on right now in this country, around the world. I think about what the 4th of July represents, what it's supposed to represent. What does it mean to marginalize people? Guys, there's not just feelings, there's a lot of energy in the air. I feel a lot of fear, a lot of anger, disillusionment, but most of all, the biggest thing that seems to be sitting on folks is discouragement. We cannot, we can't get, we can cry, we can scream, we can be upset, we can hold one another. What we're not gonna do is give up. Okay? This is discouraging. This is terrifying, scary. All of this, all of it, all of it. I love to read. Renata the Reader. One of the books that has been helping me is called David and Goliath by Malcolm Gladwell. Underdogs, misfits, and the art of battling giants. You know, like I said, it's a little ironic. Today is Independence Day, the 4th of July. As a collective, I would like us to have independent thought. I would like us to not fall into this trap of chaos that folks who are holding purse strings want us to fall into. It looks scary. I don't want us to feel powerless. I want us to focus. I want us to look at truth. There are quotes from this book that I want to share with you guys. Mr. Gladwell said the fact of being an underdog changes people in ways we often fail to appreciate. It opens doors and creates opportunities and educations that the rest of the world might pass by. The powerful and strong are not always what they seem. I know how stuff is looking in the media right now. And not even the media. In our communities. Getting snatched. A facility with literal alligators was just built in a week. But schools and low-income clinics and food banks haven't been able to get funding that they need in years. Just focus. I'm staying focused. Like I'm asking y'all, I'm staying focused. Giants are not what we think they are. These are the advantages and disadvantages, by the way, of being the underdogs. Unperceived weaknesses. The act of facing overwhelming odds produces greatness and beauty. Being an underdog can change people in ways that we often fail to appreciate. It can open doors and create opportunities and educate and inform in ways that being advantaged never could. We are not new to this, all right? Marginalized folks are not new to this. I need us to listen to one another with our hearts and not just hearing to respond. Okay? We are going to need to cooperate. We're going to have to look out for one another. Listen to our neighbors. We're going to have to work together to make sure folks are fed. We're going to have to work together to make sure folks stay housed. And for folks who aren't housed right now, they still matter. They're people too. This bill was just passed that are going to cause a lot of people to lose the supports that they depend on. I'm going to need us to lock in. This is not the time for petty infighting, y'all. Shit is very real. And we have an advantage. Because we're the powers that be think that state-sanctioned violence and brawn is going to win. We're smarter. Pure life experience makes us a whole lot more advantaged, if you will. There are things that money cannot buy or touch. Granted, it would be helpful to have, yeah. But we don't only depend on money. We don't only depend on what we can see. This is going to take faith. This is going to take focus, and this is going to take love, and it's going to take not panicking, listening to those around us, paying attention, giving a chance to voices that we normally wouldn't consider. It is going to take everyone. Everyone. Marginalized folks, our voice, they all matter. Our voices matter, guys. Courage and defiance. Courage is not something that you already have that makes you brave when the tough times start. Courage is what you earn when you've been through the tough times and you discover they aren't so tough after all. The giant in front of you is never bigger than the God inside of you. Now, this is a phrase that is widely circulated in sermons and summaries referencing this book's Spiritual Analysis of David and Goliath. But like, that's not the exact, may not be the exact wording or quote. We spend a lot of time thinking about the ways that prestige and resources and belonging to elite institutions make us better off. We don't spend enough time thinking about the ways in which those kinds of material advantages limit our options. We have to come up out of the binary, y'all. All of this is not just black and white in terms of unique ways in which we can come to solve problems. A specific example that I am thinking of, a lot of folks are about to lose their health care. We're gonna have to go outside of the norm. We're gonna have to go outside of Western medicine, modern medicine. We're gonna have to go back to the ways that our ancestors used. We're gonna have to go back to practices that honored the land. Corporations are not going to take care of us. We take care of us. What is learned out of necessity is inevitably more powerful than the learning that comes easily. Folks think putting some alligators outside of a place called Alcatraz is gonna stop people. I know folks who were child soldiers who have run through jungles and had to work with nature, that were able to outsmart evil. Now, I am not one of those people. I am very much an inside lesbian. I'm not going to be out here fighting nature. My skills fall elsewhere. But you see what I mean, right? We're smarter. We're smarter. The same qualities that appear to give them strength are often the sources of great weakness. Because at the end of the day, you strip the rich and powerful of their riches, what do they have? What's there? Not we can do this, we must do this. We have to do this. Now later on, I am going to post more practical solutions and resources, because the government is whatever the hell the government is doing, but right now we need to triage. Okay. We got to figure out how to take care of us, those around us, and our household. I feel like there's two fights. We do have the folks that are in the streets and that are taking care of the political side of things. So we also need the folks here who can not only take care of the people that are fighting because they get tired, but for the folks that are inside or on the ground or who don't have access. Don't get discouraged. Fight. Do not get discouraged. Fight. And we're already seeing examples of that. We are seeing communities come together and they're not letting people get kidnapped. They're not letting folks lose their housing. Fight. Keep your head up. I love you. We're going to be okay. It's going to be tough, but we're going to be okay.